Citizen TV, the citizen power.
So the concern will be that will the rotational nurses also be paid even though they have completed school? And also they've not been paid their rotational allowances. That's their version of the national service allowance.
Somebody said I completed
so
in 2020.
it's a lot of money that they're owed at this point. But also, quick one from Duke. He said, please hold Malik to strict proof. NDC cancelled the allowances in 2015. It was never restored under them.
That's not true.
That is Duke. Thank you so much, Duke, for that message. I'll come to Mr. Bernard Mona shortly. But this one also says, how can anybody... Okay, I'll leave this for now, and let me go to Mr. Bernard Mona. So you're hearing from Palgrave. He says that they restored it. They paid a number of years. They've not been able to pay. That does not mean that they haven't done a good job. At least they're paying, and now they're going to release the money. So what's the big deal about this?
You know, I am at a pain, serious pain as a Ghanaian, and as somebody who has helped many nursing students to pay their fees. Sometimes you have to borrow to support them because their situation and families call you. That is their last hope. And they have obtained an admission. And whatever you have to do, you do to support such. Then they get an assurance, which assurance I don't believe should be the way out, that we are going to give you allowances. Now, in the days that these allowances were instituted, it was one way to motivate people to go and become teachers and to become nurses, to become doctors and what have you. Today, you don't need motivation to become a nurse. In fact, you see it because, look, there is so many, because we didn't have nurses, right? We didn't have doctors. Yeah. We didn't have teachers. And you wanted to train more teachers. So the raison d'etre then was to encourage them with loans, what do we call it, allowances, so that they can go. 2, in institutions. We used to call them Set A. Right? The nurses were certificate nurses. And we decided that if you go to University of Ghana and you were a nurse, you were not going to, a nursing student, you were not going to be on allowance. You were going to be on a loan. So if we are converting the nursing and the teacher training colleges, now colleges of education, into degree awarding and diploma awarding institutions, then it means that when you go to any of them, you obtain the same degree as you obtain at any of the tertiary institutions. So if tertiary students are obtaining a loan, also obtain a loan so that it will be at the same level. We bastardized it and said that we want to restore the nursing training allowances. I went in my community and where I come from, it was something that I would support. You claim you restored it. People believed in it. They bought nursing training colleges forms. Now, there are restrictions as to the number of people you can admit into the nursing training colleges because you have brought so-called allowances to the colleges. So you are restricting the number of people that can qualify as nurses. When the restriction, despite the restrictions and the complete schools, you are unable to employ them. I never got this thing that when you are trained as a nurse, you went to do national service. No. As soon as you were trained as a nurse, you were posted. As soon as you were trained even as a Set 8 teacher, you were posted. All you did was to apply to the National Service Secretariat and they gave you a certificate. You didn't go to do a 1-year national service before you can now begin to go and write licensure exam before they can come and post you. All these things are telling that, look, your finances are not capable of employing directly. So you are finding other ways to meander so that you can delay people entry into the job market. Bella, there are many young people, do I call them young people? People in excess of 40 years that are yet to get first-time job. By 45, 46, SNIT will tell them that they cannot put you on the SNIT scheme. And these people are roaming in town. They have all the qualifications. They have been trained. They have the skills. Now today, the Vice President said we have restored. You have restored something that is not at hand. Now, I am excited about the gusto with which Palgrave is mentioning 177 million. 177 million is to be released tomorrow. Divide that by the total number of nurses that are in school now. And tell me that it will be able to pay for 2 months. But we are talking about almost 6 years of non-payment. It's true. 6 years of non-payment. Bella, will you rescue me on this?
Yeah.
6 years of non-payment. Look,
because those who finished in 2022 are saying that they
have not been paid.
They didn't get a dime.
It's not true. And there's a message here. There's a message here.
So you think the line, the rotational nurses who finished in 2022, they never got the allowance while they were in school?
Allowance was paid in November.
November what?
November 2023.
Somebody, your MPP person just said
so the rotational nurses, are you saying they are lying? Will they have a reason to tell lies on Sunday?
Can I make the point?
Let's Bernard.
So, evidently, people have gone through the nursing training colleges. You claim allowances have been restored. They started from year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. They left. And the allowances have not been paid. Today, that our young daughter says that, look, I'm in my final semester.
Then I should adopt her.
In my final semester. I love the girl because many media houses called the girl yesterday and she declined to talk. She was not being partisan. She was only concerned that, Mr. Vice President, you are here animated, talking, can you trust? We have done this. And they asked a simple question, and then I see that my brother is taking handkerchief to wipe sweat on his head.
Please wrap up for me, Mr. Bernard Mona.
You see, I beg you, big bro, you have to measure, because you see, these days the internet is our store bank. Anything and everything you say, it can easily be retrieved. And sometimes when, look, this is our vice president we are talking about.
Okay.
To be embarrassed in this manner by a student, it didn't sit well with me.
All right. Fine. Well, good morning to Honorable Sampi Yali. He says that, Bella, you surprise me every day with your deep knowledge.
Citizen TV, the citizen power.